Goa. It's not just a place. I know it sounds cliche, but it's more of a feeling. And I can say the same thing about the Royal Enfield Classic 350. That too is more than just a bike. That too is a strong feeling. And when two strong feelings collide, you either get chaos or magic. The Goan Classic is Royal Enfield's take on a bobber motorcycle, a throwback to the customized bullets that became part of the hippie culture in Goa back in the 70s. And as the name suggests, it's built on the new Classic 350's J platform. And while there are some small mechanical changes, the main differences are mainly visual. I mean, just look at it. The design, the stance, the colors, they're just so unique. And this is even the best color that Enfield offers on the Goan. Overall, I think it just stands out compared to any other bike on the market. Plus, you also have these old school elements of bobbers like your mini ape handlebars, your single piece seat setup, and of course, your wire spoke wheels with a 16-inch rear wheel and white wall tyres. While the front wheel is still 19 inches, the rear has been shrunk down to just 16 inches. And thanks to the larger rear tyre, the overall diameter at the rear stays the same. But most interestingly, the Goan is using aluminium rims with cross-lace spokes, which means tubeless tyres. That makes it only the second bike from Royal Enfield to be offered with tubeless spoke wheels. Heck, even the rear fender mounts to the swingarm and moves with the wheel like a true bobber. But I hesitate to call this bike a bobber because a bobber needs chopped or bobbed fenders. Well, in today's day and age of government regulations, good luck with that. Everything about the Goan has been designed with the maximum chill in mind. Right from the way you sit on the bike. You got this nice tall mini ape hanger handlebar, which is just so much fun when you're riding. I mean, I absolutely love it. You can ride it upright, you can ride it a little slouched and still have a lot of fun. Plus, it's a pretty wide bar, which means you have plenty of leverage to turn the bike into corners as well. And then you have foot pegs, which are a little forward set, similar to what you get on the Meteor 350. But the best part is, all you short kings rejoice because this bike, the Goan, has the lowest seat height amongst any Royal Enfield bike till date, even lower than the Hunter. And even this seat, I mean, you might think it's pretty thin, but we rode the bike for about 3-4 hours today, and I have no complaints whatsoever. I don't know how Enfield has managed this kind of padding on this seat, but it works really well. Whether I would go touring on this seat, that I'm not sure, but riding around for a few hours in Goa, this works perfectly. And before you dismiss the Goan as just a single seat motorcycle, don't worry, as Royal Enfield offers the rear seat as standard and you have the option to remove it if you want that true bobber feel. The Goan's engine is exactly the same as the Classics, same capacity, same power and torque outputs, and the exact same tune as well. It feels just as refined whether at city or highway speeds, but in terms of its nature, it's something else. I can't believe this is the exact same engine that you get on the Classic 350. It feels just so different. Now don't get me wrong, the Classic feels very happy at 80-90 kph on the highway. The Goan feels happiest at 60. So would I go cruising on the highway with this bike? I could, and the bike can do faster speeds as well. But when you start doing that, the bike just looks at you and says, must we go that fast? Just relax, bro. Just zen out. And that's exactly what this bike is. It's zen. It's so Goan in its heart. And in these gullies in Goa, it just feels right at home. Now, I've ridden plenty of bikes inside Goa, from scooters to sport bikes to ADVs to cruisers, but no other bike except the Goan has made me feel that I don't care about getting to my destination. The journey itself is the reward. And then there's the way the Goan handles. Now honestly, if you ask me, I think this is the best handling 350 that Royal Enfield makes. Now don't get me wrong, the Classic itself is a pretty good handler, but compared to the Classic, this one feels a lot easier to steer. It's not sharp by any means, but it's not lazy either. And I think that has to do more with the wide handlebar that gives you more leverage while turning. So while it doesn't drop into corners really quickly, it does flow from turn to turn like blades of grass swaying in the cool summer breeze. And then there's the way the Goan rides. And the Classic 350 can smash through bad roads very easily thanks to its larger rear wheel. But the Goan, it says slow down because it's got a lot of unsprung mass on the back, and that can really bounce around on bumps and toss you off your seat if you're riding fast. But if you listen to the bike and actually slow down, the Goan can pretty much ride over everything without any issues. One thing you need to consider though is the price. Of course, the Goan is a bit more expensive than the Classic, but that price difference is justified given the added cost of the tubeless spoke wheels. Now you might think that I'm implying that the Goan is a perfect motorcycle. Not at all, far from it. Whatever flaws the Classic has, the Goan has them as well. And if you never like the Classic all that much, the Goan won't change your mind. But if you like the Classic, if you like chill bikes, the Goan just gives you one more reason to love the Classic and now the Classic family. If you're into fast bikes, the Goan is certainly not for you. But if you're into easy-going, relaxing motorcycles which just look cool, I think the Goan might check all the right boxes. And in the same way as the Himalayan, the Goan truly lives up to its name. It's so very Susegad.